I'll let Seb do his thing first.
Strong. You ain't got none of them Joe team.
Please come up to the ringside if you've got the ticket, if you've got a winner. Oh, the table's up.
This is Bells and Whistles Sport in association with ukboxing and Saver Trading Solution. We're at Dunstall's Constable in Luton. I'm here with a big man, Deanwhyte. Dean, what do you make of the performance with KayProsper tonight?
That was amazing, man. Listen, he was relentless from round 1 all the way to round 10, and it was good. It was a classic style of boxer versus aggression and just non-stop punching, and he worked all night. The guy was punching and boxing really well, but Kay, you know, he was hitting the gloves anyway. I know a lot of people might be confused about, you know, what. The guy looked good, he was a lovely mover and stuff, but all the shots are blocked quite well. And Kay had the eye-catching shots where he was snapping his head back and catching him with good shots. But you know, this is boxing. Aggressive, coming forward, non-stop punching, and that's what you get, man. I'm surprised the guy lasted. I thought Kay would have caught him and maybe got him out there as he got a little bit tired, but credit to him, he kept his shape, kept moving, and kept to his basics, his lows, getting behind his jab and throwing his right, and he's done great.
Yeah, I agree with you there. It was a very interesting fight. I mean, later on in the rounds, Kay started showing a bit more energy. The other guy started fatiguing towards the end as well.
1-5.
What do you, obviously today as well, Yusuf Kamari as well, what do you think of his performance?
No, listen, it was a hat-trick for us down there with the boys in the gym car. Obviously John was there, Kamari was there, and him. We're all at the same gym in Neeson, so it was good. A lot of the boys done their stuff. But I was really impressed with Kay's tank, man. He's got a hell of a tank. But to fight like that from round 1 to 10 is mad. I remember you're taking punches and moving and so on. But all the boys done good. John done good because he got a nice stoppage. Yusuf done great as well because that guy was a game opponent, you know. He was on it, and he was very experienced in there because he's done stuff like spitting out his gun shield to try and buy more time. The ref had to warn him a few times, but that's what he called experience and stuff like that. So, you know, it was a good win for him, it was a good win for John, and a good win. So it's a good win for the whole gym, in fact. So it was an excellent show today.
Brilliant. Dean, I want to ask you, obviously, a fight that's been announced this week. Your bro, Dillian, Potvekin, May 2nd, absolutely amazing fight. Your brother, he's always putting these shows on, he's always fighting the best.
Yep.
Obviously, what do you make of that? You're looking forward to that fight?
Do you know what? It's a great fight. Listen, you know the fans, they love to see these amazing, explosive fights. And yet again, on May the 2nd, you won't be disappointed because it's the battle of the left hookers. Potvekin's still got a lot to offer. As you saw in Saudi when he fought Hunter, he showed his pedigree. He showed why he was an Olympian. He showed why he's a former world champion. And listen, come May the 2nd, you're going to see it again. And what we're going to see a different Dillian on the night. And we're going to see a sharper, explosive, and more hungrier. And it's going to come with maximum violence. Be there, be square, watching, tune in, Sky Sports.
Also that night, you're not forgetting, you've got a massive women's fight, title fight. KatieTaylor fighting Amanda Serrano on the undercard for that fight.
KatieTaylor.
KatieTaylor, Amanda Serrano.
Listen, brilliant fight on the undercard. Listen, this women boxing is on the rise, especially since she's been coming in. And the quote, Clarissa Shields, let me not forget her across the pond. Listen, the rise of women boxing is amazing. And for that to be added to the card is another bonus. And there's going to be many more. You've got Johnson, and I can't remember the other kid's name for the European title. Callum Johnson's a beast. Yeah. So listen, the whole card's going to be stacked from top to bottom. And you guys got to just tune in and watch it.
Another thing I want to ask you, obviously, Shaq and Peters fighting soon, at the end of this month. Looking forward to that show.
Yeah, that's a good fight. Obviously, the opponents will change, but Shaka doesn't mind. Listen, irrespective of who's there, he wants to fight for that title, and he's got his opportunity in 3 weeks. Chad Sudgeon is a strong guy, durable. As we saw with Craig Richards, he got a draw. I did believe Craig won that fight, but he got a draw nevertheless, and that showed. Shaka now wants to go and do one better and try and get him out of there and get the stoppage and get the belt in emphatic fashion.
Any more fighters you're coming up this year?
I've got Mason Smith, I've got Ife, a cruiserweight. I've got a lot of boys coming out over the next few months. If it ain't going out in April, they're going to be out in maybe May, June and stuff like that. So I'm working diligently to get them out and finding a home for them. But listen, if you just tune in, you'll see over the next few months. I'm always working, there's no days off. Stay tuned, watch the journey, Black Box Management and all my boys.
You heard it from the big man, Deanwhyte, Bells and Whistles Sport. Thank you.
Let's share, man.